Hello and welcome to another episode of Punky's World. Today I'm going to show you how to change your UV light out on your McKinley Sundance hot tub. Now every year you're supposed to service your hot tub by changing out the UV light. What this bad boy does is it basically goes through this clear tubing where the water will circulate through, and when the water circulates through, it just helps boost the cleaning of your hot tub essentially. Now with this UV light, it does a few things. It kills microorganisms and it also helps with the chlorination process of your hot tub without using any physical chemicals as well. Now that doesn't mean you could just run this and then run your hot tub and expect it to not get all nasty. You still have to run actual chemicals in the hot tub, but this is also a booster. Basically it goes into a clear plastic cylinder, water circulates through the cylinder, keeping the bulb dry, but the UV light will actually kill microorganisms and random bacteria just by shining the light. So the first thing we need to do before we even start this bad boy project up is we gotta kill the power. Okay, our power has been killed. We're back here again. I'll show you that the power is off on the unit. Kind of hard to see, but there's nothing showing up on the display. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get inside of this whole section right here, because on this particular McKinney model, this is where the UV light is hidden. Now right here is the access point for the UV light. It's right behind this box right here. So what we need to do is we need to take these screws off, and then we can get access to where our bulb is. So let's open her up. Try not to lose the screws. I don't have a bag today, believe it or not. As much as I scold everybody about doing it. Yep, I'm a hypocrite today. And it shows right here the last time I changed it was February 21st, 2025. I'm a little bit past due, but it's still been doing its job. All right, and we're into the main enchilada right here. Let's see what they give us as far as packaging for our light. Let's open up this box here and let's see what it comes with. And it actually comes with two of them. Huh, I didn't know it came with two. That's pretty cool. So I'm not gonna lie, for years I have just been putting the really expensive UV light into this hot tub. The UV light is really expensive if you buy it like straight from the manufacturer. It's ridiculous. So they sell a lot of different aftermarket ones. I found some aftermarket ones that seem to hold up pretty well. I know this because there's times that I've taken the old bulb out and then just started up the hot tub to see if it's still working, and it still works. I've done it almost on every time I've changed the UV light on these, and it's been over a year's time. I'm confident that it does its job. They want almost $85 to $90 for a bulb every year, and I'm just like, it just seems like overkill and expensive to me. Maybe I'm wrong on the subject. Maybe one of you guys can chime in on the comments or whatever. All I know is I've been using Klondike for a while. This one comes with a set of two, and this cost me 30 bucks. And I know these work. I've taken the old ones out and they still show that they're working. It's doing its job. I feel like it's just a waste of money to put that in there. Besides, I'm also running chlorine in this thing. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna spend 90 bucks for one bulb. It's just, forget about it. Yeah, I'm a cheap ass. All right, cool, call me out on it, it's cool, whatever. So anyways, let's get back to this. So right now it comes with the UV bulb, which is in here. It's got the little rubber deal that goes right here. Let's pull the old one out first. So right here, we're gonna just simply pull this little tab back right here, and then we pull it this back, and it comes straight out like this. We put our new clear ray bulb in like so. It slides in. We put our boot over it like that, and we simply push this in like so. Make sure the boot's covered, and we're done. Okay, the seal's on there good. Take our screwdriver. Our screws in. And we gotta take our old sticker off. Okay, now we put our clear ray sticker on there, and we're gonna write the date on when we installed it. 4/26. Now another thing I'm gonna do before I turn the power back on, just because it's easier to do it when the power is off and the pump's not running, we are gonna change the filter out. And how I do it is, this part turns inside and it lifts up. Next comes the basket, and we have our filter. I clean these filters throughout the year, just because I like to have fresh, clean water going through them, and I like them to do their job. But every year I do swap out my filter and I put a new filter in the hot tub. Figure that's a good maintenance option. You know, I'm replacing the UV light. Why not do the filters as well? So let's take this out. Woo, 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 woo. Let's pop her in. So I'm just gonna send her down the hole like this. You're gonna wanna put your basket in there like so. You're gonna wanna get this in there. Give it a nice little turn like so. And your filter is now locked. Maybe we'll add a little water to it. Gonna let the water kind of cycle through here a little bit, just in case there's any little dirt, particles or whatever. Now I'll take this. Close it on the hot tub lid, it stays in place. Let's go turn the power on and see if this bitch is fixed. All right, I feel like my hot tub has an appropriate amount of water in there. I'm gonna shut off the hose. And let's look and see what's going on with the display here. All right, now one of the last things we need to do here is we need to change the settings. So what we have here, it says FC filter change. We'll select that. We'll set it for 180 days from when it needs to be changed out. But I actually replace them every year, so I do clean them out. But this is fine. We'll select that. Bam. Okay, that setting's good. Now we got to go to the UV light, and we will select it. We change the UV light every year. Okay. Okay, it's saved. See if everything clears. And we're back to normal. All right, that's all done. Let's put the hot tub back together. That's it for this episode of Punky's World. This is a really simple job. Even an idiot could do it. Even a caveman could do it. Anybody could do this job. The whole thing you gotta remember is just to shut the power off. That's kind of the big deal there. Other than that, just removing a few screws, having the replacement part, popping it in there, make sure the seal is good on the box, turning it on, make sure your light comes on, resetting the light timer, and it's done. It's a done deal. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Punky's World. We'll see you on the next one. And it's hot as hell out here, but you know what? I might go skinny dipping in this thing tonight. Cheers, everybody. Woo!